Dart School presents area and volume conversions. Recall that a physical quantity can be measured in several different units, and each unit can be converted to the other one by using simple multiplication or division. For example, when we measure the length, some of the common units are millimeters, centimeters, meters, and kilometers. There are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, and there are 1000 meters in 1 kilometer. We have something similar when it comes to measuring mass. One of the smallest units of mass is the milligram, and you have 1000 of them in 1 gram. Similarly, we have 1000 grams in 1 kilograms or kg, and 1000 kilograms add up to give you only 1 ton. And when it comes to volume or capacity, the two most important units are the milliliters. 1000 milliliters make up 1 liter. And all the units that you see on this page are called the metric units. So these are some of the most important metric units of length. These are the metric units of mass, and these are the metric units of volume. In the metric system of units, each unit is related to the other one by a factor of a power of 10. Reason why we see a 10 or a 100 or a 1000 on this chart. Let's see how to convert areas and volumes from one unit to the other. Let's say we want to convert the area of 450 square centimeter to square meters. So this is a certain number of square meters. Now if you look at this 450 square centimeters, you can break this down as 450. And then what is a square centimeter? It comes from the fact that we must have multiplied one unit of length with another unit of length, and both of them were expressed in centimeters. So we multiplied a certain number of centimeters with a certain number of centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and write this as 400 times a centimeter times a centimeter. After all, that's how we get a centimeter square. And our centimeter is nothing but 1 centimeter. So we could as well say that, okay, this is 450 times 1 times 1. That's 450, of course. And it's centimeter times centimeter. And then go on to rewrite this as 450 times. Now what is 1 centimeter expressed as a meter? We know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, and therefore 1 centimeter is equal to 1 over 100 of a meter, right? So in place of this 1 centimeter, we are going to write 1 over 100 meter times, do the same with the other centimeter, 1 over 100 meter. And therefore, the final result is 450 divided by the product of 100 and 100. That's 10,000. And this time we have a meter and a meter, so we have a meter square. When you divide by 10,000, you move the decimal point 4 places over to the left. The decimal point on 450 is right in the end. So when we move it 4 places over to the left, 2, 3, and we need one more. Therefore put a 0, put the decimal point here. So the answer is 0.045. 0 point. You may or may not put the 0 in the end. Let's try a volume problem now. Let's try and convert the volume 35 cubic centimeter or centimeter cube to a certain number of millimeter cube. The process, the steps are just the same. We have 35 centimeter cube is nothing but a centimeter times a centimeter times a centimeter. And we could say they are all 1 centimeters each. 35 multiplied by 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter after all is 35 cubic centimeter. And then this becomes 35. We want to change the 1 centimeter to a certain number of millimeters, and we know that 10 millimeters is the same as 1 centimeter. So replace the 1 centimeter, each one of them actually, with 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters times 10 millimeters times 10 millimeters. And that's going to be equal to, multiply the numbers out, 35 times 10 times 10 times 10. So that becomes 35,000, and a millimeter times a millimeter times a millimeter gives you a millimeter cube or a cubic millimeter. Therefore 35 cubic centimeter is the same as 35,000 cubic millimeter.